Hey, Jewelius Erving, episode 3?
I think so.
3. Episode 3, you fucks.
Yes, sir. It is June 9th.
June 9th. I'm
8:41.
DDot.
I'm J.Carr the Supastar.
Evan.
What's good, guys? What y'all watching this week?
I've been watching Warrior because J.Carr told me about.
Warrior.
Warrior.
Yeah, we're talking about Warrior, right?
I wasn't talking
We weren't
about
talking about
Warrior.
Warrior. It was
I have not
the
seen it.
Bruce Lee show. Like,
I've not seen this.
really?
I've not
Who the
seen
fuck was I
this.
talking about that show? It's fucking dope.
I know what you
It's
mean,
really
bro.
good. You know what I'm talking about though? It's
No,
like,
I know what you mean as far as getting mixed up with who you told something.
Nah,
the
but
fuck knows about it?
the show Warrior. What's it
anyway,
about? What's it
It's-
on first?
HBO Max, right? And basically, from what I understand, it was an idea that got conceived of by Bruce Lee, like back forever ago. So it basically takes place in San Francisco, late 1800s. So you're dealing with like a bunch of Chinese labor coming in, and the Irish are getting pissed off because they fought in the Civil War. They'd fleed the slaves, but slaves didn't go back to like they talk. There was like a scene where they talk about this, but there's certain characters that point out that it's the capital, the rich, the people that are hiring the Chinese that are sort of like they're hiring exploited labor, as opposed to like why are the Irish getting pissed off at other Chinese whenever it's really the motherfuckers are hiring them and
Yeah.
not paying a living wage.
Yeah, I'm interested
Yeah.
already. That was a significant time in history.
Yeah.
Like,
It has Sub-Zero in it, from Mortal Kombat. So
Yes.
he's one of the guys in the rival gang. But there's basically just like one guy gets off the boat and just like immediately whoops some duck ass, as they call it, like ducks to the white people. I guess.
Okay.
So like just like completely just destroys like 2-3 guys all of a sudden. It's like okay, so it's like it has that like sharp fighting, but it's like just
And it gets right to the shits. When did the
right
show
to
come
the
out?
shit. Like this is season 2.
Like, when did it... Is it like season 2 is currently happening or
No,
just
I think
ended?
season 2 in it. So I don't know like when season 3 comes
So this
out.
is a
but
new show.
yeah, fairly new.
All right.
That's
I'm
tough.
down to
It's
watch
tight.
I
it.
gotta check
Warrior
that out.
on HBO.
Yeah, it's
All right.
much better than the part that I saw of the new Mortal Kombat. It's like really good, but it's like
movie
similar. Like there's like a lot of that kung fu kind of style, so I could see how it would be like trying to be true to like Bruce Lee. Like
Jeet Kundo.
yeah,
Yeah.
Word. That's just hard. I will check that out. Warrior on HBO. All right.
I
What
really
you want?
just been watching like highlights on YouTube and playoff games and stuff like that. So
Bro, I have gotten to the part in Dragon Ball Super with Black Goku. Goku Black. The fuck?
Goku Black. It's just
Black
Goku
Goku.
after like Goku-lan.
You said what?
So wait, what what was his hair color before? Wait, what's going on?
he never changed color. They just call him Goku.
Oh,
They call him Goku Black because this guy, he goes back in time. He goes back in time and kills like his family, and he takes his body somehow. And so now he's like in a different dimension. He
Zamasu,
takes that.
right?
so he's just a
Zamasu
different
takes
point in the 5th dimension, so he becomes in this dimension he's Goku Black.
in this dimension he's Goku. So
But
he goes into
he
another
stole his
dimension.
reality and
He
it became a different.
stole his
What?
body in a different dimension just to fight him in another dimension.
Yeah.
That's how
Or
weak
a
this
different
dude is.
timeline, not so much
A
dimension.
different timeline. my
So
fault.
like
different place in the 5th dimension on the time. Yeah.
on the timeline. So like in Dragon Ball Z, there was Vegeta and Bulma's son Trunks. He came back from the future to tell them like, "Yo, Goku's gonna die from a heart attack, and y'all got androids that are coming, and they're gonna kill everybody. So y'all gotta get ready." And he ended up saving Goku's life and helped them beat the androids and Cell and shit. And then he went back to his own time to handle biz. And that character, Future Trunks, comes back to let them know, like, yo, Black Goku is fucking shit up. They're like, Black Goku? They're like, yeah, man, Black Goku, it's bad.
and then you really just start to
Goku,
think.
is he the hero here, or is he just like a guy that whoops ass? Like, is he actually like
You said what?
Like, is he like the protagonist, or is he their?
Yeah.
He's their antagonist
Well,
from their point of view, but he's the protagonist of the show. So he's
Goku's-
generally a good character.
Goku's the
so he's fucking
protagonist
shit
of,
up for the bad dudes.
Goku's the protagonist of the show, but in this like story arc of Dragon Ball Super, this guy who was in training to become like a god or some shit
Okay.
he went back in time, stole Goku's like body, and became like a superpowered Hitler.
So did he get a superpower from taking the experience points out of Goku?
Well, he was also
Does
like
he
a powerful fighter.
So what's the
and-
Super Saiyan thing where they like pop in and like, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
call power lightning. I don't know. It's like so like do they do that for a certain like?
It's really just
does it go?
raising their power level. I don't know what Evan's
like
talking
what?
about. I don't know what Evan's talking about. He said, "This shit
like-
was funny." Yeah, that's how they do it right
That
there.
is
That's
basically how it goes.
They do scream like that though. I ain't gonna count. They be screaming just like that.
It's like the exact.
But they're
scream.
basically raising their power level.
So them leveling up. Okay.
Yeah. So I've been watching that, but also I've been watching Walking Dead.
Oh, so
And
are you
Walking
new
Dead,
season or like where are you at with it?
I am on.
Are you you catching up?
Carl. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Carl just died.
Oh, so we're in the is it prison?
No, way
No,
past
no, sorry.
that.
They're where are they at? They're
The hilltop, and like Negan is like trying to fuck them
okay,
up.
but they escaped. Okay,
So that's the part I'm on. And as I watched this, I was like, damn, this is Dragon Ball Z. This is Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
all over again.
Shut the hell up.
but Carl wanted everybody to be friends. They wanted them all to be friends.
He did.
He's like forgive
before he
Negan.
wrote notes, he
Forgi-
like wrote letters to
forgive him."
everybody. Just telling everybody like, y'all gotta stop all this fighting and shit. Y'all gotta,
Did you buy that
chill
shit?
out.
Then Carl would have done that. Really? That's his character to be like, let's forgive. I mean,
I think that when you're about to die, you might look at the world differently, and so you might have like a moment of clarity when you're faced with your mortality. Yeah. So I think that's probably what happened when he was faced with his
clarity
own
that hit him.
doom. Then he
there was
thought,
a shitload of DMT that hit him, and he was just like high the fuck out of his mind. Just come out.
maybe, but he was
Cruise
also over the course of several days, like tying up loose ends,
Yeah.
and writing notes and shit like that. And as you're pondering your own existence, you might come to the conclusion that the shit that y'all are fighting about is kind of inconsequential.
Who was he saving? He was like doing some shit, and he died. He got bit.
He got scratched.
No,
Yeah, he got
bit.
but
Oh, he
because
got
he was
bit.
trying
Yeah.
to like kind of protect that other like one of the new.
So he
Sorry.
met this guy at a
Yeah.
gas station who was like, "Man, I'm hungry. I've been out here for days. You know, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
fuck anything up. I'm not trying to fuck up your shit. I'm just really fucking hungry." And so like Carl came back and like tried to save his life. Turns out the dude was a doctor, so like it was like a good save. But as he was doing so, he got bit and ended up dying.
but he got
he got-
bit kind of sleep. He was kind of like being almost
Nah, they
cocky
got,
though. I mean,
they got
you guys
attacked.
jumped. Okay.
They got attacked, and he was, he was on the ground. He's like fending one off, and another one crawled up and
Oh
bit him.
yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing about that show. Like,
It's too bad. Yeah.
it's easy. Like, you might get complacent on who you think like can survive, but
So too bad they didn't just Herschel him right there. I guess they couldn't double Herschel.
I was sad when
Spoiler
Herschel
alert.
died.
No. I'm saying like with his leg. So spoiler alert.
We're gonna
leg,
mark
it-
this
it-
whole fucking part.
There's all kinds of trigger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So no. Okay. So anyway, Herschel became an amputee out of a moment's notice. Like you're
Yeah.
like, all right, we
Yeah.
can't let him die off. He's gonna get bit, but he's
But
gonna
you
be one
can't
person be like,
chop off somebody's.
"Ka-cha!"
You
Like,
can't chop off somebody's oblique,
doctor.
bro. It's an oblique.
wait, what? Where did he get
He
bit?
got bit like right here.
yeah,
You can't do shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can't do
That's
shit.
man. He got up there like close enough to kiss him. What the fuck, Carl was doing?
He was on the ground.
Like, okay.
He was on the ground, and he was like fending one off, and then the other one like
I don't
crawled
know.
up
I think
and
Carl
bit
would
him.
die, man. Fuck it.
I was sad when Carl died. Carl was a real one. Carl did a bunch of real shit. He didn't deserve to go out like
No,
that.
that was a little okay.
But I've been
So
on.
that's what
I've
just
been on
happened.
that. That's
Okay.
that's what just happened. Negan.
So is that season 5?
No.
Like where the fuck are like?
That's like
I think it's like 8.
yeah,
God
7,
damn.
8-ish.
So they're at like 10 or something, and we're in the.
I have no
Okay,
idea.
you're whatever. Okay.
But I came to the conclusion this shit is Dragon Ball Z. Like there are several episodes where nothing happens.
So that happens in Dragon.
Tell me this is wrong. This is wrong.
I'm not even gonna comment.
This is
on
wrong. J.Carr,
I'm gonna need
you
to
telling
comment,
me
J.Carr?
something happens in every episode of Dragon Ball Z?
that. I'm just gonna have some
Something
of this
happens
salsa.
in every
Here, I'm gonna salt your salsa.
in every episode.
Thank you, Evan. I don't got nothing. I don't want nothing to do with what DDot's talking about.
Something happens in every episode. There are literally
So
episodes.
that brings back to bottle episodes, right? So I wonder if do they do it in order to conserve resources and actors and settings and all that kind of shit in order to have some epic shit happen later?
It is to build
a lot of
suspense.
shows do that where they like we noticed it with like fucking show, but it was every other episode was like really dope, but it was just like you could tell each other one they were like waiting to pop off some shit. You know, so I feel like a lot of stuff like those kind of shows.
Breaking Bad didn't do that shit.
Yeah, they'd have occasional like the Fly episode. The Fly
Even the
episode
Fly
was
episode,
that was
even though it
that
was
was a notable
But
bottleneck
that was
episode.
one
But
episode.
because later on, I forget what happened in that season, but there was like some fucking baller shit. But I think it's almost saving up for like having other
It is to build
actors, having
suspense.
other.
I'm not saying that it has to be a roller
literally
coaster.
budget. Like they'll literally do it halfway, so they don't have to pay more writers. They don't have to pay for more locations and other crazy shit to happen. And they'll
cost
use
effective.
they'll use it on another episode where they can really spin that and have double the fucking bang.
No, I feel you.
Anyway,
That makes sense. No, that's true. And but
memory episodes are like that.
huh?
Memory episodes are like that.
Memory. Oh,
Where they're like,
Black-
oh, remember
yeah,
that
yeah.
time that we
Nah, I feel you.
John Jeebus. I forget whatever they always
Yeah.
do that shit. Where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, here's a memory episode. Thanks. This is one step lower, below a Christmas episode. You think?
There's some tight Christmas episodes.
Yeah, Community had a couple of them that were good.
American Dad has some great Christmas
I
episodes.
can't comment on that, but
You
yeah.
should watch American Dad's Christmas episodes. They
Okay.
have like actual battles with Santa.
wow.
Yeah.
That show is crazy.
Yeah. The Santa battle episodes of the shit.
Yeah, people thought Family Guy was crazy. They won
Nah, I
up
fuck with
Family Guy.
American
Really?
Dad more than Family
As
Guy.
far as like just outlandish stuff and like
Okay.
just random, like you know how Family Guy was random. They had that randomness, like they would talk about it. Well, not so
American
much
Dad
random.
is a lot less random, but there's
Does it try to
continuity.
just be like offensive just for the sake?
No,
like,
that's-
I don't
that's-
know.
that's Family Guy.
Family
I
Guy.
think-
At a certain
I
point, it's like,
think-
man, fuck this shit.
I think American Dad is more random than Family Guy because
Really?
Family Guy even says it. Family Guy's like
aliens
whole
and shit
thing
in
is like,
that, right?
remember that time I did this, and then it'll show
No, the cutaways.
they got the
But
cutaways.
American Dad doesn't really have the cutaways.
Yeah, they just like the alien might pop in just doing some wild stuff.
Because
Like,
he's an alien.
yeah.
well, even the little boy does wild stuff too. Like they all do wild. The dad is like crazy and stupid. Like It's just-
I feel you.
it's just like all off the wall stuff happens.
But
on that
it's
board.
it's a cartoon, so there's supposed to be some zaniness. But it is. I would say that it is less random than Family Guy because it doesn't have the cutaways. But I digress. I've been watching Dragon Ball Super. I'm on Black Goku. I like saying Black Goku more than I like saying Goku Black.
Yeah.
And I've been watching Walking Dead.